Sedih.
Kalau untuk tournament, saya akan suruh orang tenang, santai, sebab kalau panik, kita orang takkan boleh berfikir secara rasional. Kalau kita orang tenang, kita orang boleh lebih steady lah. So boleh fokus dan boleh buat banyak tenang, santai lah.
Tenang sikit. Untuk isu dalam PMPL ni, yang saya dapat, jadual dia mungkin kalau ni sedikit masalah dengan kerja lah. Macam kita orang pun semua gamer and then semua pun streamer. Jadual untuk kita bahagikan untuk stream tu dengan PMPL tu agak susah sedikit. Tapi kalau untuk isu family tu tak ada masalah buat ni, buat masa ni itu saja.
Okay, kepada kawan-kawan ni di luar sana dan juga audience PUBG Community Malaysia kita yang support tim Bosskurr untuk Liga PMPL ni, saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada korang semua sentiasa support. Kepada supporter, family kita orang semua, terima kasih memberi sokongan terhadap kita orang semua. Terima kasih. Weh, sayang korang tu.
Okay, my name is Amir Hakim. I am also known as Divinity Juggernaut. I'm currently on loan to DivinityEsports. So I've been together with them for about 1 month, and it's been a roller coaster ride, to be honest with you. But I'm getting accustomed to the team, so I think great things are to come. Actually, it's a funny story. So I was looking for a name to like represent how I play. And like I thought of the word Juggernaut because like in the Urban Dictionary, Juggernaut is actually an unstoppable force. So I wanna pick a name that represents how I play, and like it's like to give a vibe, and like it's a recognizable name, so I chose the name Juggernaut. Okay, actually I was playing another similar game, but I moved over to PUBG in like season 2. Like since from season 2, actually I was a bot. Honestly, I was a bot in season 2. Like I know how the game works, but I didn't know like the tips and tricks. Like there are certain tricks that I learned now that I don't know in the past. So yeah, I've been playing since season 2, and like I've been part of several teams, and I gained a lot of experience during this period. Yeah. Okay, for those who know me, I thank you all for your support, and for those who don't know me, I catch you guys in the battlefield.
I would say he's a really happy-go-lucky guy. Yeah, regardless of our failures, he still can like really motivate us and like, you know, say like, come on, we can do this. Every game is a new game. That's his favorite sentence. Yeah. Okay, so because he is the scout, he's also the assistant co-lead. So while he's scouting, he will be sharing with me information so that I can make better decisions on where to rotate in the zone. Yeah, I would say he's an extremely valuable player, and I would love for him to stay with us for a longer period of time, but he's on loan. So yeah, I would say he has a really big value because of his experience and knowledge about the game, which really help us get better in the game. Yeah.
Jack is a very cool person, but when it's time to get serious, he really like go deep into it. So it's very fun playing with him. Like I learned a lot from him. Yeah. So cause Jack is a very like vocal person, so with him in our team, we managed to like engage more team fights, and sometimes we won like successful team fights. So yeah, it's a very good boost to our team. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say maybe a 9. So I hope that he will join DVT as a full-time competitive player.
I would say that he's a competitive player because I've been playing against him even before he's in DVT, like other team since season 8, and he has been like quite a fight against me like in even classic or like other tournaments that I've been to. He also has been to, so he's overall a quite competitive player but in like real life he's actually very kind and also like outgoing lah. He's just plain a good person, a nice person lah. Yeah. Okay, as a captain, I think that because he just joined us just a month ago and I'm very close to my previous team leader, I think he's actually quite alike to my previous team leader. His gameplay, his commands, and like how he do things lah, because they are like the same role, that like support scout. So as for his experiences, he come in and join us. I think that because he had more experience in other teams and we get like more information learned from other teams, we put into our team and like we get like overall more inputs from him lah. Then with our what we already know and what he know add together, we are like even better lah. Yeah, I would say that he's actually very valuable, like 8.5 out of 10 for me lah, for me personally, because you cannot rate anyone 10 out of 10 because everyone have a room for improvement. And he's like, because we only know him for 1 month, so maybe if we grow fonder and closer, hope these 3 weeks will get even closer and we will do better in tournaments. Yeah, then maybe he'll become a 9. Yeah.
Well, I've known him the longest in season 2 after with him. He's a good team player, good leader. I'm just happy to be playing with him now in PMPL. He will always be vocal. He will always point out mistakes. Even his mistake, he will point out. Yeah. Well, how valuable is he? Like maybe 40 teddy bears?
Hi guys, we are from
Syndicate. Hi guys, my name is Irfan. I am 28 years old. My IGN is ST Panpan and I play as Fraggle.
Hi guys, my name is Aidil Hakimi biasa Fadli. You can call me Aidil. I'm 21 years old. My IGN name is ST Aidil. I'm comfortable to be a supporter.
Hi, my name is Iman. I'm 28 this year, 1992. So my IGN is ST Lorenzo. I'm the in-game captain. So my role for the team is basically scouter and rusher basically.
Hi guys, I'm Iskandar, 19 this year. My in-game name is ST Wadu, currently playing sniper role.
Hi, my name is Izian. I'm 28 this year and my IGN is ST Vanity. My role play is rusher.
So how was the team formed? So basically back then, I was in a previous clan. So we decided to find sponsors. So their forms Steel Hearts lah. We have a main sponsor which is Cracker Network. So I wanted to form a team. So I bring ST Pampan and ST Vanity to my current new team. So back then I only have 3 players, so I have to scout more players lah, 2 to be exact. So I need to find 1 main player and another 1 for sub. I scouted for ST Ideal. I was playing I think classic game then I happened to found him. So I bring him over to the team. And as for Wadu, ST Wadu, he was previously from another clan, so I saw him as a potential, so I bring him over to the clan. So the main lineup is basically myself, Lorenzo, Pampan, Ideal and Wadu. So Vanity is our sub player. So how was our preparation for PMPL? So basically back then during the qualifying session, I have a different lineup. So it was myself, Lorenzo, Pampan, Ideal and Abang Karin. So due to unforeseen situation, I have to swap up our Abang Karin to Wadu. So Abang Karin was our sniper. So I have to find a new sniper. So I have to find Wadu. So we have to train back for the sniper role because Abang Karin knew our gameplay. You see. So Wadu didn't play with us for quite some time. I mean, it's quite new to the team itself. So we have to train. So that's one of the things that we need to train back as a team in order to to go through to the next round and so forth. So basically that's it. Being away to play PMPL for 3 weeks actually was a big opportunity for me, so I can get away from work. So basically I'm working full time, so getting to play this one of the biggest tournaments, PMPL, it's really it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So why not, I take my annual leaves because I have a lot of it. So why not I use like 17 days of it to be exact, to play for this tournament. So like I said, it's once in a lifetime opportunity. So I mean that's good enough for me and the team. Yeah.
Okay, perjalanan kami ke PMPL, hari-hari kami main custom room untuk 5-6 round, dan sometimes kami main klasik bersama setiap malam untuk improve confidence level. When we feel like very confident and understand each other, we join the PMPL, and itulah sebab kami di sini sekarang.
So how was the team chemistry and dynamic? So basically, when we play, let's say for classic or any custom room, you don't want to be too stressed. Even though the teams always say, like Ideal say, they always, get scolded by me and everything. But Ideal, likewise, he's in his first year university. So basically, he doesn't have much time to play PUBG with us. So whenever he has time to play with us, we will make it a cheerful one, whereby there's one incident. He was playing the guitar during game. He was playing the guitar and we were like singing together without playing the game. When we are inside the game as well, he was playing the guitar and we were singing. So that's how we train our team chemistry. Not only in the game, outside of the game as well. So who's the first one to die in the game? So I want to emphasize this to you all. Whenever we drop at a certain location, we usually drop by ourselves. But I have one particular player by the name of Ideal. He always like to drop very far away from us. I can tell you it's around 500 to 700 meters away from us, just to loot by himself. So by the time he has all his loot, and when he won't come to us, right, there comes the enemy, and he will always be the number one to die first. Within the first circle, I can tell you. Yeah. Anything I want to say to the audience, to all our supporters, to all our fans, the players, our management, everything, thank you for all the support, and please continue to support us throughout our journey in PMPL. Woo! Hey! Hi, I'm Iman. I'm 28 this year. So I'm ST Lorenzo. So I'm from Singapore and I'm from Steelheart Esports. So basically myself, if I want to talk about myself, I'm always demanding for something. When I play a particular game, every game for what I can know of, but as far as I know that PUBG Mobile is what I'm really good at. So I'm actually very demanding. So whenever I say something, I want the players to to listen to the commands that I'm giving. Let's say for one of the players is not listening to my command, right? Wow, they will get scolded. They will get scolded by me. So I see this PUBG Mobile as a profession. If I can make money out of it just by playing and streaming, who knows, I can, quit my full-time job and, be a full-time streamer or gamer. So yeah, I've been playing PUBG since Season 2. Before I play PUBG, I played Mobile Legends. So, but Mobile Legends is the past. So I started playing PUBG Mobile Season 2. I've been to this clan, a few clans before, I went to one of my clans, Kosa. So I will never forget my roots, where I was from, to build up my own name, my ST, I mean Lorenzo. So from Kosa, it's very sad because when I went to Steel Hearts, Steel Hearts wanted to sponsor, right? So obviously I want to make it big, so I need to find sponsors. So when Steel Hearts approached me, of course I take the opportunity to be with them. But Kosa is still in my heart. There will always be the clan that rise me up to where am I right now. Yeah.
Okay, how my captain coordinate our team is always every time before our custom room or tournament, he will give a full plan which role every player will play, where we will dropping for every map, and what we will do to get our chicken dinner.
Okay, is my captain valuable? Yes, he's a scouter, and without him, we will be in a big mess. He will lead us and give us strategy to the chicken dinner or my top 5 in our tournament or CR. Without him, we will not be here.
What I think about my captain personality is he's a very easygoing leader, knows his player like attitude or gameplay. Then he will teach us like we should do this, do that, then improve more on this, on that. Yeah, whatever it is, he's the best leader.
So to all my supporters and to my fans who have been following me, my page and everything, I thank you all. Please, continue to support me and the team. So because if it's not you guys, we won't be here right now. It's because of you guys, the fans, the supporters, the management, and everyone. Because of you all, I'm here right now, and I'm glad to be a Steel Heart Esports player. So please continue and support us. Woo!
Pil barangan airdrop dan sekarang ini berjumpa pula dengan Mak Toy secara bersorangan. Adakah Mak Toy akan menghabiskan 2 pasukan daripada DivinityEsport? Dapat kita saksikan sudah pun keluar, turun kembali mencari 1 lawan 1, 1 lawan 2 sekarang ini. Mak Toy perlu berhati-hati, sudah pun dimulakan tembakan dan itu dia. Dapat dijatuhkan dengan senjata, nyawanya sangat sedikit. Adakah dia berjaya?
Mak Toy!
Sikit saja lagi. Dia cuba menunggu dan itu dia. Walaupun keretanya hampir meletup. Dia berjaya dia menjatuhkan Naim. Lagi 2 orang lagi diperlukan untuk dijatuhkan sekarang. Kita perhatikan satu push dilakukan oleh pasukan tim Secret. Mungkin akan melakukan satu push. Belum masuk lagi ke dalam rumah. Bermain dengan begitu berhati-hati sekarang. Wang pendek sementara itu menjatuhkan Boyka Araf dengan terpasti Biu juga telah pun dijatuhkan oleh pasukan Wow sekarang ini. Iya, tembakan dibaskan. Dapat 2. Dapat 2. Dapat 2. Dia angkum ataupun tidak, kena ataupun tidak, kena ataupun tidak, tidak, kena sekali lagi. Hero yang sebentar tadi diangkat, dijatuhkan sekali lagi. Para ke atas sekarang ini, mencari pasukan berikut. Rata pasukan daripada Geek di tangan pasukan daripada FB. Menyerang dengan begitu strategik sekarang ini. Kanan dan kiri ada. Damrut menembak berjaya. Di situ berbaki Putra saja. Tembakan terus diarahkan. Putra pula terjatuh. Ini berbaki seorang saja lagi, yaitu Kuza. Adakah Kuza belum mati?
Kagura telah dijatuhkan oleh Cik, tapi Cik mempunyai nyawa yang sangat banyak. Waktu sekarang ada 3 orang akan datang. Alamak! Cik terjatuh sekarang ini. Ini akan menjadi berbahaya. Oman akan cuba untuk menyelamatkan keadaan, tetapi Oman agak terdedah tadi. Tetapi musuhnya Oh my god. Tetapi EP agak lambat sedikit, tapi dia akan cuba untuk membantu jika dia mampu. Sekarang ini reload dilakukan oleh EP. Dia akan terus bergerak ke hadapan, namun demikian ada 3 lawan 1. Ini akan menjadi berbahaya untuk pasukan Axis MPX.
Tapi dia nak cuba buat satu serangan hendap daripada dalam. Dia akan nampak satu, dia end.
Ya, betul tu, dia akan memilih untuk mendapatkan poin terlebih dahulu sekarang ini. Jadi satu-satu pilihan untuk melarikan diri, tetapi dia akan mungkin.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat? Welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. We're all about the knockdowns, we're all about the revives, we're all about the snipes here at PMPL. 96 players, 24 teams looking for dominance and crown the new king. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from IO Esports Arena, and let's get the formalities out the way. Sponsors, without you, none of this would be possible. Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed Quantum Studios, everything and anything is coming to you live on Facebook Gaming, our official live stream partner. For all of the action, all of the highlights, all of the little talking bits, go over to PUBG Mobile Malaysia Official on Instagram and Facebook. 140,000 US dollars is up for grabs, and it seems that teams are getting closer and closer. Names such as Bapak Esports, Team Secret, Yoodo GANK, and Geek Fam looking to establish their dominance with more and more chicken dinner. But we got outliers such as Net Brotherhood, EVOS VIP, showing them that spunk and determination is the ingredient towards a competitive scene. In all of its essence, PMPL is honored and happy to bring you all of this action uninterrupted live on Facebook. So if you haven't clicked like, do it right now. If not, this invisible rabbit will explode. Like, do it right now. I'm giving you time. Like, do it right now. Anyway, invisible rabbit gone. That's how magician I am. I'm gonna break it down over to the casters. Whether it's in English or in Malay, they're gonna be casting the roof of this place for the warm-up game. Take it away in English and in Malay. Casters!
Thanks, Nick Hound Dogeman, for throwing it over to us at the casters table. I'm back once again for week 2, day 1, or day 7 if you guys aren't counting the weeks. My name is Getting Cube, followed here by Choo Choo as well as Sir Cloud. We're going to be the English broadcast for you today. If you don't recognize us just yet, check out some of the previous videos of PMPL and you might know who we are. But for now, we're going to be getting right into the action for this upcoming warm-up game. How you guys feel? I was gone for it. I was gone for like a day.
Yeah.
And so much has changed in that time.
Well, basically we knew somebody who got himself the MVP of the week for the first one, which is Hai. It's like 12,000 damage, if I'm not mistaken, recalling that with 64 kills.
Oh yeah, on top of that as well, Yoodo Gang as well, they got the team of the week.
Wow. Okay, if you guys aren't sure what exactly the MVPs are, these guys are winning prize money. I'm just saying, prize money in USD to perform out of their minds. And we also want to highlight those who have accomplished that from the previous week. However, this week, it's a clean slate. MVPs coming up. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but who are you feeling it out to hopefully, you know, top Yoodo Gang and maybe someone to knock down Hai a little down a peg?
It's going to be tough, right? Because we do see some of the teams on page 2, like Last Survivor R2K, they're starting to show a little bit of their fangs, starting to show some, put in some performances. So it's going to be anyone's game, really. And of course, you know me by now, right? You know me, guys.
Hey.
Come on, guys on page 2, get that MVP in the bag.
What about you, Choo Choo?
Well, he kind of blast for the page 2 players and jinx all the page 1 ones. So basically it's a reverse totally for last week by the end of that week. So like I said last week, this week is actually the crucial one for all the players, because this is the moment where they can make the gap bigger or just closer for those actually at the bottom 16. So if they don't make it by this week, it will be really tough for them to catching up by next week.
Sounds like it's crunch time for a lot of these teams, and you know, who you kind of expect to go up against these. But before we get into that real quick, let's talk about the format in case you guys are just joining in for week 2. We have gathered here today 24 of the best teams hailing from Malaysia and Singapore to contend for the top spot and be crowned the champion of the region. The qualifications for the PMPL MYSG is as such: 8 invited teams to the PMPL League, the top 12 of the Malaysian qualifiers, and the top 4 Singaporean qualifiers, broken up into groups A, B, as well as C, each of which are, you know, designed specifically with a couple of invited teams and a couple of qualified teams.
Well, qualified or invited, it doesn't make any much difference now, because we've seen how the dark horses rising up, like Survivor R2K himself, suddenly just gain 100 over points within just a couple of days. So I think the invited ones will be a little bit nervous maybe this week to perform themselves. They have to outperform themselves, like it or not.
Oh yeah, definitely tons of expectations there. And also same goes for those who were invited. Some of them aren't particularly doing so well. Some of them start to be a little bit shaky. So it's all everyone's game really.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed yet, this league is going to go around for 3 weeks, each playing each other group every single day. It's going to be a different group. But let's look at the points here. The most important part, in case you haven't been caught up. First place is going to be 20 points. Second place, 14 points. 10 points for third place, 8 points. And it'll decrement down until 10th place, which is 2 points. And from 11 to 16 onwards, it is 1 point. And remember, 1 kill is equivalent to 1 point.
But we've seen so many players actually get more kill points than positioning points. So, well, even though you don't get yourself a chicken dinner, might as well just get a lot of kill, which who needs chicken dinner when you can get over 20 kills, right?
Yeah, and I do agree with that. I think a lot of teams are starting to see their patterns or what works for them is like, just go for the kills. Just go for the kills and put in those action performances, close quarters, whatever it is. Get those kills on the racks and you can secure yourself on the board. But again, also look at the game map format as well. We will definitely be playing all 4 maps today. So of course, Sanhok, Erangel, Vikendi, as well as Miramar.
Yes, there will be 2 of Erangel, 2 of Miramar, and 1 of Vikendi and 1 of Sanhok within the day. So if you don't see your favorite map just yet, just keep an eye out. We will go through that rotation. And I think more importantly is what these teams are going to be playing for. 150,000 USD with a total league prize pool of 99,000 USD with the champions of PMPL MYSG 2020, 15,000 USD in the pocket. And like we mentioned just now, Yoodo as well as Yuhai have earned themselves for the weekly best team and the weekly best MVP. This is still up for grabs every single week, so we still got 2 more of these to announce at the end of the week, which will be Sunday.
A couple more times to actually win yourself extra pocket money there. If they don't make it this week, they have 1 more next week. So we do know Yuhai got himself the first week. Same goes for Yoodo. Who you guys think for the second week here?
Kind of difficult to say, especially with a lot of teams like not looking as good as both Yoodo as well as Yuhai. But I would argue, you know, Team Secret might be having it in the bag real soon. But also Bapak, just saying, MVP team MVPs.
Yep, absolutely. Bapak could be one of the contenders as well. But aside from all that monetary as well, we do see that this is the battle signals that they're fighting for as well.
I think we just got information that Yuhai actually has earned himself a battle signet for Miramar of all maps. So the fireworks are going off. Everything is telling me that this kid is the one to look out for. Let's have a look at the groups just in case you don't know.
Today will be Group A versus Group B. I think it will be a good run for Group A, especially, well, mostly like being affected by Group B, right? If A and B, B and C, usually Group B is the one making it tough for everybody else. So we have Traitor, Bigetron, Secret, Divinity, WoW, Tara, Rose, Syndicate, Net for Group A. What's Group V?
Yep, well, Group B we do have FV, Unbeatable, Bapak, Esports, Impunity, SG, Team H2O, Resurgence, Dingoz, MZ, Axis, MPX, as well as Team NoRecoil. These teams are definitely knocking on the door.
Yeah, and not to mention that Tara as well as Ned make it really difficult for some of these teams because they're like trying to break into the top into the first page and into the top bracket. However, it really is dependent on where the circle is. They haven't been consistently getting it every single time, unlike Bapak, who, even though you want to count them out, they've still managed to crack top 5 consistently. I would say that kill points isn't important. However, the overall standings, every time I see them, it's like, man, how do these teams still maintain their top spot?
The thing is, it's one thing I noticed about the one that got themselves top 3 is that they always make sure that they have more than 10 kills for that one match as well. But before that, let's go into the top 10 plays in case you guys missed the week 1, which will be, I think, remarkable plays there.
Yang agak baik sedikit saja lagi untuk mengenai tepat terhadap AP tapi tak mengenai tapi itu dia.
Ini mungkin pengambilan satu untuk Axis MPX, satu saja lagi tinggal. Dia akan betul
Okey, masih lagi tak terlepas untuk melarikan diri. Anda lihat sekarang ini berdarah berbeza. Oh, mungkin merupakan tembakan.
Dia ataupun tidak, kena ataupun tidak, kena ataupun tidak, tidak, kena sekali lagi.
Iho yang sebentar tadi diangkat, dijatuhkan sekali lagi. Para ke atas sekarang ini, mencari pasukan berikut. Rata pasukan daripada Geek di tangan pasukan daripada MV. Unbeatable saat ini masih lagi terselamat. Kalingan bom yang kedua sekarang ini adakah tersempat? Sempat Kuza menggunakan first aid kit, keluar menggunakan dan itu dia tidak lagi tenet dan itu dia sekali lagi dijatuhkan dan Rata. Dan sekarang ini dapat gerangan pendek berada di luar. Riz dapat juga, dapat terus. Ini bermana berbagi pendek saja yang tinggal dan juga 7 up kewarahan pasukan nampak Naim dan itu dia pendek bertemu dengan 1 by 1. Erong Kevin dijatuhkan, Naim berada di belakang sedikit saja lagi. Rata. Dan itu dia Rata pasukan tu.
Walaupun keretanya hampir meletup. Dia berjaya dia menjatuhkan Naim. Lagi 2 orang lagi diperlukan untuk dijatuhkan sekarang. Kita perhatikan satu push dilakukan oleh pasukan tim Secret. Mungkin akan melakukan satu push sebelum masuk lagi ke dalam rumah. Bermain dengan begitu berhati-hati sekarang. Wah pendek sementara itu menjatuhkan Boyka Arrow dengan terpasti Bibiu juga telah dijatuhkan oleh pasukan Wow sekarang ini. Iya, tembakan dipaskan.
Dapat 2. Dapat 2. Dapat 2.
Menyerang dengan begitu strategik sekarang ini. Kanan dan kiri ada Damrut menembak berjaya.
Di situ berbaki Putra saja. Tembakan terus diarahkan. Putra pula terjatuh. Ini bermain berbaki seorang saja lagi, yaitu Kuza. Harga Kuza Pil barangan airdrop dan sekarang ini berjumpa pula dengan Matoy secara bersorangan. Adakah Matoy akan menghabiskan 2 pasukan daripada DivinityEsport? Dapat kita saksikan sudah pun keluar turun kembali mencari 1 lawan 1, 1 lawan 2 sekarang ini. Matoy perlu berhati-hati, sudah pun dimulakan tembakan. Dapat jatuhkan dengan senjata, nyawanya sangat sedikit. Adakah dia berjaya? Matoy! Sedikit saja lagi. Dia cuba menunggu dan itu dia. Hancurkan pasukan BTR ini. Anda boleh lihat itulah dia satu lontaran bom tangan dia tapi dia tak sedar. Seorang ataupun Kevin menunggu di kawasan tersebut. Hijrah turun ke bawah tapi dia pula yang jatuh. Zuli permainan Kagura telah dijatuhkan oleh Geek, tapi Geek mempunyai nyawa yang sangat banyak waktu sekarang. Ada 3 orang akan datang. Alamak! Geek terjatuh sekarang ini. Ini akan menjadi berbahaya. Oman akan cuba untuk menyelamatkan keadaan tetapi Oman akan terdedah tadi. Tetapi musuhnya Oman! Oh my god! Tetapi Evi agak lambat sedikit tapi dia akan cuba untuk membantu jika dia mampu. Sekarang ini reload dilakukan oleh AP. Dia akan terus gerak ke hadapan. Namun demikian ada 3 lawan 1. Ini akan menjadi berbahaya untuk pasukan Axis MPX.
Tapi dia nak cuba buat satu serangan hendap daripada dalam. Dia akan nampak satu dia end.
Betul tu dia akan memilih untuk mendapatkan poin terlebih dahulu sekarang ini. Jadi satu-satu pilihan untuk melarikan diri tetapi dia akan mungkin. Ini hanya bro saja. Alamak, dia tak memegang senjata. Dia tak memegang senjata sebentar tadi. Biogo dapat 1 sekarang ini. Dia nampak lagi 2 orang pemain sedang prone di hadapan mukanya. Tetapi alamak. Dapat juga sekarang ini. Dia akan berbagi 3 orang saja lagi. Dia perlu dicari. Matoy secara perserangan. Zon biru sudah bermakan sedikit demi sedikit badannya. Dan itu dia. Dapat kita lihatkan. Tembakan tidak terkena. Dan saya kira H2O. Alamak. Ada pertempuran awal akan berlaku. Trinity masuk dengan megang Uzi. Tapi dia pula yang jatuh terlebih dahulu sekarang. Jenny membantu daripada arah belakang. Dia harus reload tetapi anda boleh lihat sekarang ini Peko pula datang. 2 telah pun jatuh oleh Jenny. Permainan yang baik. Rakannya datang dari bawah H2O. Dari berbagai belakang. KB sekarang ini last in untuk Bapak Asik. Tetapi dia dapat juga last player untuk H2O. Di manakah beliau?
Wah, tapi Bapak sekarang 2 dah di knock. Dia perlukan masa sebenarnya untuk hilap rakan-rakan yang lain kalau tak ada rumah. Spray, dia akan spray dekat sini sekali lagi. Micro ulti 35 blok tembakan lepas sekarang langsung. Tak kena bau, di knock dekat situ. Tapi rakan sudah berapa? Mas Koko, dia cari dari luar balik. Dia terlalu rendah dekat situ. Epic Grim, dia cuma tembak tapi tak dapat lagi dekat situ. Dia sempat untuk mencacing. Di belakang dia ada orang tengah hilang. Dia bangun balik. Mas Koko.
Rex masih lagi terselamat dan anda lihat Jacob betul-betul di hadapannya. 1 lagi knockdown mungkin dari Rex pula yang terjatuh. Man baru harus datang dengan cepat. Dia cuba untuk mendapatkan Jacob tetapi tak berjaya. Man dia akan terus gerak ke hadapan. Berani betul Man bersorangan saja. Dia harus lawan dengan 3 orang pemain. Jacob telah pun jatuh sekarang ini. 2 orang pemain Yoodo Gang agak baik tetapi Man juga telah pun dijatuhkan. Max pemain yang terakhir daripada pasukan Impunity.
Lawan Fredo depan depan dengan satu Fredo.
Dan berdekatan dengan pasukan pasukan Yoodo. Wow, what a game. What a...
Dia terpaksa berhadapan dengan pasukan yang paling menakutkan sekarang ini. Dapat satu MRE.
Ya, tetapi Man Farang dijatuhkan oleh pemain tersebut dan sekarang ini pemburu tahu Man Farang telah pun jatuh. Jadi akan memilih untuk bergerak dengan lebih agresif. Jumper dalam keadaan 50% saja nyawa beliau, tetapi pemburu telah pun menghabiskan lebih kurang 20 bulan. Uzi beliau di kawasan ini sekarang ini. Pemburu daripada berlainan. Oh, Jumper keluar tetapi pemburu menunggu.
Ataupun satu basement, pemilihan weapon yang agak menarik di sini. Jumper pun kadang-kadang kita nampak sebagai rusher, sebagai orang yang menembak jarak dekat, tapi sebenarnya dia boleh tembakan dengan kinetic pun not bad lah.
Apakah yang telah terjadi kepada pasukan Secret ini? Mator saja yang tinggal untuk menjadi pemain yang terakhir untuk menghidupkan peluang, tapi beliau telah meninggal tembak pasukan.
Satu. Tapi di sini kita melihat Yoodo akan ditembak oleh
Yoodo akan lalu. Man Farang telah pun ditembak di situ. Jumper juga telah pun menerima sedikit damage, tapi masih lagi. Kereta dia. Lama. Jumper dah balik.
That was just some of the highlights from last week. If you missed it out, you missed some very memorable moments here at the PMPL MYSG 2020. So hopefully you guys can stick around and you won't be left out when the next highlights has been set. So let's talk about these teams once again. Groups A and Group B, because I honestly think these are some of the feistiest teams and somehow always seem to butt heads with each other in comparison to A and C.
Yeah, absolutely agree. These teams, they're just very aggressive. Their play style, they just like to take it head on. We do see that FV Unbeatable, they've stepped up in terms of aggressiveness. They like to go for the fights. Resurgence as well, they like to go for the fights. But unfortunately, for the most part of last week, they did not do so well. Hopefully this week, Resurgence are one of these teams that I'm sure a lot of people would have eyes on to say that, okay, guys, they got to do a lot better here.
For me, my perspective, on the other hand, I'm not worried who are actually adapting and growing into this league. No. But we have a couple of teams that are not actually budging from the bottom 15 here. For example, Rose Esports Syndicate. There's also Divinity. I think Divinity is kind of sometimes is okay. But there's also Axis MPX at there as well. So H2O is somewhere there, including Impunity. These four teams is really in a kind of a stuck state at the bottom 16 there. They have to make something this week. I hope they have a change in terms of their dropping point or even their rotation and timing.
Well, you know, within this week alone, they're going to be at least playing for 4 of these days. So catching up on points, even if they don't exactly try and catch up this particular day, the day after tomorrow, if they're in Group A, they'll have more opportunities to make things happen. We're just going to have to wait and see. But I think, you know, today is a very big tell on how they're going to play for the rest of the week. Because if they don't do well here, they really need some crunch time or, I don't know, some extra motivation coming in to the next couple of days.
But that's the thing. Every day counts. Every day matters. If you don't actually take seriously even a day, you know, all these Titan teams, for example, Bapak, Secret, and the rest of them, actually keep on pushing more points every single day as well. So it's not really a relaxing or chill any day for them. But we're going to jump into the screen game for today. The first game will be back into Erangel.
Yes, of course, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a warm-up match for all these teams. But as Chuchu mentioned, whatever happened last week, that's last week. It has already passed. Now we are in a new week. So whatever warm-ups that they think that, okay, we're just going to use the first week as a warm-up, just take a step back just to see how other teams perform, analyze a little bit here and there. That's all done. This is the week that everyone needs to start putting pressure onto each other, start to put their footing onto the metal.
All right, looks like we're going to get locked and loaded as we go and look at the flight path, but we also got to thank our observers for making and breaking a lot of this action down for us with their great camera skills in-game. We got to thank XCYR and Geek Topcast as well as Zai for catching all the action, so thank you to them. Now, let's break down this flight path.
Straight from the start up to Stalber, I think the venue will be occupied by Rose Esports since we have Secret and as well as Bapak today. So Miltapa will be occupied by Bapak, obviously. Nat, on the other hand, will opt out for Sanhok like usual, and Nova will be Bigetron usually. Some teams will drop by FairyPL like Team NoRecoil, the usual drop points. So maybe they already marked themselves quite a decent territory for each of the teams here.
Yep, absolutely agree. They seem to like, even if it's a warm-up match, most of them seem to like to take it seriously as well. But at the same time, again, I like to see, we all know by now that Team Secret and Pochinki, that's their home ground. I like to see again another team try to challenge Team Secret in Pochinki, and we may see a challenger coming in from Divinity Esports, and the circle looks to be really kind, right smack in the middle of the map. It may just close down into possibly Pochinki or in one of those open areas, probably not too many hills.
Speaking of which, you know, you wanted to see people contest Team Secret in Pochinki. I think you might actually have it with Divinity very early on. Biu, he's already put down to at least 10% of his life. He has body armor, but that's not going to be enough to protect him from a single bullet. This isn't exactly the greatest start we've seen from Team Secret, but we're just going to have to wait and see because only one team can come out of here. Divinity gets an initial knockdown onto Yuhai, which is already a fantastic start.
Wow, fantastic start indeed. They're really confident here to want to try and take on Team Secret in their home ground. We do see here now, Juggernaut is just across eye shots, but they get close by. Oh! Tried to do the backstab, but again, Biu was ready from behind. Trixie now towards the left side, just need to turn. Trixie now spray the shots out, managed to knock down Biu, and now Trixie's in the house. Will need to wait out, but another one goes in, and only Matoy is left on the outside of the house.
Oh, Divinity is really flushing out. Team Secret, look at that, they only have one lost casualty. Conspire at the same time, 2 goes down for Team Secret. This is actually a very good try for Divinity of flushing them out of Jink, and Yuhai got clumped up in between, and really last hit there. Impact on the other hand, trying to pin down Matoy at the same time. Trix trying to corner them, and Juggernaut marching in more. And there you go. Matoy is down. That's the first team to be out, and they are really getting everything they have for Divinity, showing off Secret. They are ready to take up a challenge in Pochinki.
Woo, that's some fire coming in from Divinity, from a team that was struggling to figure out where they belong, now contesting one of the top teams in Malaysia itself based on the standings. Really well done overall.
Oh, and Alpha just having fun there. Ranking up those punch kills. But really, good play by Divinity Esports. Definitely really confident play from them. I'd like to see a little bit more of that as we move on towards this whole week as well. But good play, guys. Good play.
Yeah, speaking of official game, will they actually do the same thing? That's a bigger question here, because we can see that Team Secret, you can actually take up the challenge if you want to against Pochinki. But in the official match, maybe they'll be a bit more serious at that. But back to Unbeatable, Afat. Trying to actually relocate WoW Esport rotation. They are trying to rush one, managed to get one with that spray. Really fast taps as well. Grim marching into WoW territory. Straight flushing them out from the second floor. Hai already cooking up the nade on the second floor here.
No survivors coming in from Effie, but Afat might be in trouble as he goes down from high, but Sleep is going to go straight for the rush. It's going to be a bit difficult as Grim can't seem to get up the stairs. Kiddo is making his way there. He's holding his ground very nicely. High, he might actually be able to put a lot more casualties into FV if he just holds his position, or maybe gets an additional knockdown here. Ooh, Kiddo luckily going into the structure.
Oh, but FV, they do... High does not have any body armor. Oh, managed to take down Grim. Grim is now knocked down. They need to go and save him together with Afat as well. Akido may go to the second floor, may rush into it because High has all eyes on the outer side. But
jump over to another building. That was a big leap of faith he's taken into trying to finish the rest of FV. Akido just gonna rush right in. Last call, last moment. High being finished off straight from Kido. I think if he just really waited on top of their second floor, maybe he can clutch that one out.
It's a tough call because, I mean, Kiddo, he had a huge life lead ahead. He had body armor as well. High didn't have body armor and only a level 3 helmet. So unless, you know, High was getting only headshots, I guess he might have won that. But again, unfortunately, they're going to be knocked out here, but they do take a huge huge hit for the side of FV. Now let's look over to Team NoRecoil as they go into contest Pochinki after looting up against Divinity, who is down one member.
Oh, DivinityEsport, they started off really well with Team Secret, but now they have Team NoRecoil challenging them for Pochinki, and now we do see Insomnus trying to get that location, but they are just chasing him. They are just playing cat and mouse here, ladies and gentlemen. We do see Juggernaut has been knocked out, but again, Impact looks like being taken out, and DivinityEsports will be the next team to be sent back to the lobby.
Very occupied Pochinki today, overcrowded, overpopulated. Team NoRecoil, Divinity, everybody just want this dominance to themselves. Taking Secret out, then Divinity next, who will take out NoRecoil after this.
But in the open playing field here, let's look at Bigetron as they run down Traitor. They already got the initial knockdown with a car kill. Now, they've got a whole squadron chasing after Ozzy. He's trying to make it out, but it looks like Bigetron have used up enough resources. They've already got the kills that they were looking for. Back to looting the map.
I just wish they have more cars.
That's a good point.
We know what happened when you just stuck all 4 men in one car, and that's not a pretty picture to end it up with, and not happy ending either. But looking at Trader Ozzy on the other hand, his car kind of being crooked up and totaled, and right on time, Hawk managed to just fetch him over and go to another compound.
Yep. They will need to hang on to this one vehicle for now because there will not be any other vehicles in this compound. We do see here, looks like everyone except for Bapak is almost pretty much in the circle at this point. Bapak still at Milta Power, their favorite location. They like to hang on to that, but definitely they need to make a move somehow. Their location, we do see here, is a clear path. No one's going to gatekeep at that area.
On the side of Axis, firing down on not mistaken here, Tara has been doing so well last week. I'm looking forward for their performance this week as well. Question is, can they fight their own sister team, Net Brotherhood, who seem to be kind of not as fast adaptive as this Tara teams? I'd say right now, Tara is actually doing way better than Net Brotherhood.
I would argue that Tara is a little bit more assertive when it comes to like calling the all-in to wipe out squads, and that could be their greatest and biggest weakness as well, because number one, clearing people out, yes, it sounds like it's a good idea, but you might take some casualties, and not to mention, we've seen this time and time again, and even in last week's highlights, we saw what happens when Team Secret starts walking in, all of a sudden another team starts coming through, Bigetron is there, and the last team usually wins out that charge.
And that's a Tara where they're actually having the advantage because they know they don't want to clump up and being cluttered the same spot as the rest of the team. They always play the flank side or rotating at the right time, at perfect timing, and you know that they're always the one who watch from the sidelines when all these titans going at each other. But now back to Axis on the other hand, Tara, we know when it comes to early game, Nat and Tara is not that strong, but then they're taking up a challenge quite early on, not as assertive that you said before, going rushing in this time.
Oh yeah, they are definitely playing this really aggressively. Liren now is in the same building as another team member of his opponent. Now we do see Chick here. He is on top of everything at this moment, like literally, but then the grenades goes out. Chick may want to make a run for it because below him there's one person coming on to him. Lynx will come on the other side. Chick, yes, he will go down, but looks like it may be a backstab here, but Chick will still maintain it. Chick managed to take that one, and Chick will still survive this onslaught.
That right on point headshot, getting that recoil and the barrel control. It was amazing, nice reaction time, but Chick, where would he run? He's trying to get and play with the corners of the house here, trying making sure they are not in his line of sight. And the same goes for Tara, trying to find him, but there you go, cooking the net for MP Chick, trying to throw it on Lynx. Can he just dodge this one? But look at that, one more smoke being popped, making sure he covers his way and exit entry out here, while the rest of the team of Tara quite far away from him actually.
Yeah, and they're forced to reset as well because of their one member. However, because of that one play, they get the initial knockdown. Axis might have a very good chance at claiming this point. Not to mention that they have plenty of Overwatch, lots of line of sight, and high ground with Kuda. This might be theirs to win it. However, Tara, I would say that it's not looking too great for them. They're forced to be pinned down into one structure. The question is whether Axis wants to fully commit to the rush.
Oh, the thing I noticed, Axis changed their strategy. You're looking at it, they used to have 4 men going in, rush in, but this time they changed entirely. They have 2 flanks playing up from behind with a higher ground or wider field of vision to work with, while the other 2 is playing the frags here. They're not doing what they used to do last week.
Yes, they're definitely changing up their strategies there. Ooh, looks like a grenade onto Chick. He almost went for the rush, but that grenade really scared him off there.
Yeah, they're getting slowed down with the nades, so Tara is making sure that they're using their utilities just in case they go down. At least they're going to take a couple with them. They already have suffered one casualty here. Lyrian still hasn't gotten a heal just yet. I'm assuming he doesn't have any more first aid kits, which is not looking too good as Axis continue to hold the area, forcing them into one place, and I'm pretty sure they can loot as they rotate across the structure.
That's quite true, but they're trying to play divide and conquer here, and most structure they're having a work with right now quite kind of looted, but Impunity going at it with Bigetron, who just trying to camp here but being charged by Impunity entirely. Oh, that nice return damage on Bigetron, punished straight away on the headshots there. And look at that, kind of stretch out their armors quite a lot. Weak Sauce already knocked down, almost clip all of his helmet there. 9 on the 100, jump into the window, finish off 1. He's trying to get for more. He's trying to get and rotate on top of the 3rd floor here. The rest of the team are really in the need of help. They really need to pop a smoke, but at the same time, there you go, drinking the energy water. Will they pop a nade onto the triple story of this apartment?
Oh, they are all in the same compound at this moment, and we do see Jelly try to flush out with the grenades. Molotov will go out as well, and Jelly, with team, looks like Jelly will move on to the next floor, but looks like he made a U-turn there and continue his pursuit using the grenades. BTR, they are now trapped inside the building. They cannot get out of there. This is probably going to come down to a close quarters fight.
Yeah, this is not looking too good for BTR overall, but we're just going to have to wait and see as Impunity slowly and tactically sweeping each of the floors, even pre-firing the smoke just to ensure that nobody is there. They have to reload, get ready before they go for the final push up this stairs because it's a very narrow hallway as they start running up one by one to try and secure this kill. Jaeger coming in the next. He's trying to take him out, and yes, he does. It's going to be a 1-for-1 knockdown. However, still one member, and Naeem takes a little bit right off the top. Gudajali, well done. He's going to secure his team a squad wipe as well as allowing them to reset, only taking 1 casualty in that fight.
Moving on to Bapak on this side, having a very wide flat field to actually work with, which looking at RSG, they didn't realize Voki, who is actually knocked down just now. There you go, Y2K just managed to knock one of the Bapak. One of them actually marching up to the compound just now, trying to work with the structures, but they are actually everybody in the middle of the field here. Y2K getting almost one more. He managed to get barred by return back damage by Jenny, if I'm not mistaken. Tricks actually getting one, and Net at the same time going for no recall, but Jenny trying to get back on the Ironbreak, who just prone straight away, dodging a couple of bullets there. Jenny trying to rush in, and there you go. He climbed a little bit more. Now he's back to 50% of win rate. Ironbro knocked down. Finish of the rest of RSG into the lobby.
Oh, that was a very good try. He was trying to pre-fire on the very edge of that UAS there. And if he was right, if Bapak continued to push forward, he would have died to the pre-fire. Unfortunately, having to reload and delaying that push bought him a little bit more time and caught him just at the moment of the reload. So well done to Bapak coming in with barely any casualties.
Yep, and now we come back to, looks like Net here is in the same compound as Team NoRecoil, and Team NoRecoil looks like they're losing their teammates one by one, and Net managed to secure this location. Team NoRecoil will be sent back to the lobby at the 10th place.
Oh, that was fast.
It's only phase 3 and there's 9 teams left. I don't see that often.
It's like everybody just trying to get like this Scrim and like just go for it and not think twice about everything, you know. And next circle will be kind of in between of two lands here. Rosshawk River is quite in the middle, so it will be like a river circle this time.
Oh yeah,
probably will. I have a feeling it was smack right in the center of it too.
There is a really good chance that could happen, and Razak is going to be, you know, the center point where everyone is kind of rotating to. You can see Axis, MRE, Impunity, as well as NetEsports, and I think that's all Squad 12, which is Team H2O, making their way there as well.
When it comes to water ratio kind of map and circle, there's always H2O surviving. When it's only on land, I don't see H2O survive till the end.
Coincidence? I think not.
Oh well, now what kind of analysis we're doing right now? Just H2O and water, right?
Yeah.
But back to the game, Aikido, they lost quite a lot of man in the early phase of the game. He's trying to solo survive here. Luckily, he pulled the clutch at the last minute when who would they fight? It was who was it again? Wow Esports. And to Wow Esports, he managed to like just get one more person left. But looking at this, the river will be played for the last circle as well. Well, Nat is actually the one actually furthest from a circle here. So I think he will rotate quite okay. The ones that's coming out from the north here, they are entirely not contended whatsoever.
Yep, and Bapak, they waited patiently before they moved into the circle, and that was a good move indeed. Now they didn't need to go too far into the circle, they just need to move a little bit up to the north, and now they are in the circle. So this will be the big question, because there will be two islands that may be the last circle. Do you want to be on the northern island or the southern island? You don't want to be in a scenario where you need to swim, and I'm sure Bapak remembers what happened the last time they tried to swim across the river.
Traumatized probably by that.
Probably, and you know, that's kind of why I like Miramar, where you don't have to worry about that half the time. 90% land, woo!
But still ended up in a river area. Sorry for you. Yeah, there you go. That's the gamble about this cloud. You have to choose, you have to pick your sides. But back to Rose Esports, Syndicate, Impunity. We talk about these teams, these three teams, Axis, Syndicate, Impunity as well. So apparently they are doing great in the Scrim, but can they consistently going for the official match like this, making sure they are top 10 now?
It's kind of tough, I would say. I would say it is kind of tough in Impunity. The exact same situation where they won, I think it was last week, Saturday, when they won the first chicken dinner through a Scrim, which is, I'm not going to lie, is kind of unfortunate, because that's not going to cost them any points, but it is a mood booster.
Oh, that's the thing. The mood booster does it last for the whole day.
I mean, Impunity, at least Impunity managed to make it into top 5 and top 3 twice within the same day. So, I don't know if pattern speaks for itself. I would assume if Impunity wins this all together, they're going to have a pretty decent day.
Maybe. The same goes ESG last time. They managed to win one. And then last week, last minute, they finally got their first chicken dinner. So, I'm still waiting these teams to get themselves at least one chicken dinner, especially Traitor now.
Yep, Traitor is one of them, definitely. They've been struggling quite a bit as well. But of course, teams like Divinity, we did see that they've shown a lot of confidence to try and take on Team Secret in their compound in Pochinki. So hopefully that gives them the confidence to just push on and get those kills and hopefully secure themselves a chicken dinner.
That's a nice sniping done by Gigi, but he didn't clip anybody just yet. So maybe he will try to relocate himself, get himself a better angle at that point. While Nat, on the other hand, trying to flush everybody out of Axis compound here, who's trying to hold it on for so long and trying to work with the structure. They have a couple of... Oh! What happened? Her own teammate bombarded you. That's kind of a questionable movement.
Yeah, arguably the underhand coming in from Chick to try and get another nade kill here. The rest of Axis still have all their members dealing with Ned Esports here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue now that they have one member down. However, they don't exactly have the greatest position in utility. It will be expanded. A lot of close range combat is coming out here. The M4A1 being a pretty effective weapon with a decent rate of fire. He does get the initial knockdown. 2 knockdowns instead. Looks like it's going to be a 2-on-2 for it now. Can Kuda pull it through? Unfortunately, he doesn't. E-pull survives.
Yep, and Net maintaining all their team members. So now we are down to 8 teams, 24 players, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's just look at the circle, which will close in. And it's just evil. It is just evil, guys.
This circle. Well, the thing is, what if the next circle ended up a little bit down the south side of the land, and everybody were forced to swim across? The one that actually tried to swim across right now is south to the north, but now, what happens if the north have to swim the south later on? We don't know. We have to wait and see. But Bapak, on the other hand, are engaging towards one more team. Impunity still going just on top of Roshawk here. A bit outskirts of the circle, going for Rose Esports in the warehouse, trying to throw for more. Next Jaeger, just going giving so much pressure. It's 1 versus 4.
I mean, they're repositioning themselves. They're making sure that they're stuck there, pinned down, and they're willing to sacrifice Jaeger if necessary, as the rest of the Impunity are making their way towards the bridge. But, you know, speaking of which, this particular circle heavily favors Bapak. Bapak need to take advantage of their prime position to either gatekeep or start eliminating teams as they come in, because this is their only chance. If the circle decides to be extra cruel and go down to the south side of the current circle, it's not going to look too good, as both sides will be gatekeeping each other.
You mean gatekeeping or shorekeeping here? Because we're looking at Bapak across that map, so yeah, maybe it will be a good plan as well. But look at that spray from Jaeger, getting that they don't actually have to just stay there for Rose Esport. Basically, he is the only person working here so much, throwing so many resources, giving so many space for the rest of the team to advance to the circle, making sure that they have that rare side covered just by Jaeger himself.
Oh, if only they know Jaeger is all alone there, they can make a rush for it. But because of the grenades that have been thrown by Jaeger, the amount of pressure, they are forced to be inside and they can't guess how many people are in there. And now we're moving on to H2O. We do see here Arts trying to find that smoke cover and try to move into the shores. But again, Jelly looks like he has missed Rose Esport pinned down. On the other side, we do have H2O as well. Looks like they're getting the kills on the board. YKV taking on Luxy as well as, wow, all the kills are just coming in there. H2O, they're securing this bridge fight right this moment.
Yeah, bridge camping at this state, and they are kind of in the middle too. So, well, either you are taking this dominance over this bridge or you will be hit by Karma next, because there's two teams marching right into their territory, Net as well as Bapak here. We know Bapak won't sit down quietly and make sure that they have much kills, just like Net did with 10 kills mark hitting himself just now.
This is really good, but you have to commend Bapak for understanding the landscape. They're going for high ground. They're not necessarily sitting right by the bridge where there is no cover or vegetation to work around. So they take high ground. They're making sure no one really gets across the bridge, and looks like the circle is on their side of the map. They have one of their members, I'm not entirely sure who, Trixie 6, Jenny, therefore Bard is on the further north side, just in case people start rotating for a flank. At least they will have the information when it happens.
Oh, Bapak, they are really in a good position right now. I bet someone really did kiss Matt Toy's hand at some point today.
Again?
So, yeah, well, yeah,
just before they took him out, just like, let me just kiss your hand.
Yeah,
bang.
like you don't need it anymore, right? Like, yeah, I just need a little bit of that from you guys. So now, of course, we are looking at Impunity as well as H2O. They are locked out on the other side. H2O arguably on the bridge, but then again, Bapak has that bridge covered at the same time. And it looks like Dingoz as well. They've been quiet all this while. They're showing themselves right now. Shots onto Bapak and their vehicle will go out. Dingoz securing their location.
No more mobility for Bapak at this stage. Dingoz making sure they did not entirely for that. While H2O trying to pin down Bapak. At the same time, Dingoz is really trying to hop on that vehicle, thinking twice whether they have to move or not. They do know the compound is really secure by them for now, and the circle is not really going that far. Impunity finally hitting the 10 kills marker for the first time ever. I'm looking at them playing in this Scrim, but it's still a Scrim.
Yep, going so far, so good for all of these teams. It's between Bapak, Impunity, as well as H2O, who are looking to control the southern side of the map. Dingoz on the north side, they know where exactly Bapak is, and it looks like they want to hold their position for now, especially since they have structure of that bird's nest as well as high ground.
Yep, we are now down to top 4 teams. Arts with the spray onto Jenny. Jenny will be knocked out, but then again, the rest of Bapak, they take down Arts instead. Arts will need to reset himself, but then again, he did not manage to get back to his teammates. He will be sent back to the lobby. On the other side, we do see 6 down to 10% life, but managed to take out Kagura at the same time. Bapak still need to hang on to this, but with Trix, looks like he'll be on a one-on-one close quarters with YKV. They just need to peek and see each other. Trix just waiting for the moment.
Oh, YKV trying to work with the angles here, trying to get it around the corners. Trix, on the other hand, is also doing the same thing. Can he jump over and put a clutch for Trix? Or here, this is not really an easy thing to do. Trix is really holding this compound and this angle for the rest of the team. Finish off for Kagura, and now YKV left. He's trying to pin it out. He managed to get one, and that's H2O being wiped out by just Trix alone.
Well done to Bapak. They secure their position right now, but looking back at Dingoz, it looks like they have suffered major casualties here. They've only got one member left, and that's Marcel, and he goes down to Bapak's superior positioning, and it looks like another big team is going to be out. Dingoz knocked out as a third team, and finally it's Impunity versus Bapak. A very similar situation we saw last week in Scrims. Let's see how this goes, as Bard has a really good flank angle, while 3 members of Bapak are slowly enclosing onto Good Jelly as well as Vex.
It is a 2v4 scenario at this point, and looks like Impunity are pinned down towards that small little stone. They have their eyes onto Bard, but again on the side, looks like Jelly will be taken down, and winner, chicken dinner for Bapak.
Then, hey, twice in a row happened to seem to hit on the spot, and the cooking time was perfect timing as well. They know what they're doing. Impunity. Wow, they are stepping up the game, but Bapak still trumped them over with that last couple of nades, washing everybody off from the map. Great game by Bapak again. Well, we do have higher expectation for this team.
I mean, not to mention that this was a very aggressive scrim rate. By phase 4, there was literally 9 teams left. We don't see that very often in official point games, so I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out later on once the points are going to be put into play, because I would expect a lot of teams to play a little bit more conservatively, but Team Secret going down in their home base, Pochinki, to Divinity, that's a pretty interesting statement, because I feel like now Divinity is like, alright, that means these guys can bleed, we can take them out, and if we take them out early, we have a very good chance of jumping up and score.
Not just an interesting statement, it's a big one as well. It means that anybody can take down Team Secret if they want to, if you have the guts.
Right, of course, just removing their names, everyone is playing on the same field. Everyone comes in with nothing. They will need to loot, they will need to find out their best strategies and all that. So it is all open for everybody. I'm really happy for the teams like H2O, Impunity, as well as Divinity as well, showing a lot of courage against Team Secret. These guys are starting to make a statement here, even though it's a warm-up match, but it's a statement.
I do agree that it is a statement, and I do feel like they are gaining like an uncomfortable amount of courage that a lot of these Malaysian teams might have to keep an eye out for in the official games later on today. But it's going to be a tough day of games today. You just got a little bit of a taste of what is to come later on today. So stick around. We're going to look at the highlights right now.
It's a scrim day today, first game, not yet the official one, but the circle was very balanced. The same goes for the flight path. I wish we have more like this for the official ones, which is usually not as happy at this scrim game. So, you know, right, jumping straight into the game, Divinity challenged Team Secret right into Pochinki. I always want to see this, but question is, will they take this into the official match? Because sometimes they're just testing it out in terms of a scrim game, and then Team NoRecoil joined in as well in the last minute.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everyone wants to have a party in Pochinki, knowing that Team Secret is actually their fortress. But then again, this is the mentality that teams really need to put in their games, I believe. You just need to remove yourself by saying that, okay, they are not Team Secret, they are just someone else as well. Breathe that confidence into yourself, take them face on, because it is actually the same. Everyone still needs to loot, everyone needs to find their vehicles, and everyone starts from zero. And this is a Spider-Man leap, I would say, from high. Amazing play indeed. He tried to clutch it out, but then again, it was just a little bit unfortunate that he did not manage to do so, but it was a really good attempt. Just that last moment, but Akito, being the last surviving member of FB Unbeatable Gaming, managed to clear them out.
Great drop shot overall, but you know, you can say the same with a lot of these teams coming into Pochinki. Again, another one takes them out. NetEsports has to deal with another problem one by one, and Axis not doing too bad this round in comparison to their previous day, so hopefully they have kind of like warmed up for what is to come and really catch up in the points, because they still are within, you know, the bottom pages and they want to catch up.
And that's quite true. And the thing that I noticed, the ones that are actually working with the apartment structure here, if you're being cornered right on top of a rooftop, usually you don't have that much place to work with anymore, and the rest of the team just flush you out into that small narrow spaces where they're working and having their entry point is. And jumping back to Bapak, they have been taking a lot of kills in this match, even though it's just a scrim one as well. Taking our Resurgence straight into the lobby quite early out in the game. Like you said, it's just phase 3 and phase 4. There's only 9 teams left.
Yeah, very aggressive teams overall. I'm kind of surprised people in close quarters don't try and set up canisters by the door just to make, if someone decides to push through, you can just shoot the canister, make it explode, and that
do you even have time to actually place the canister there?
I mean, there was one like uncomfortably close red canister. I was like, oh boy, this could be really cool if it explodes. Unfortunately, Recoil didn't allow that, and they had to focus on it. But looking back into it, you know, Rozok was going to be the main fighting space for a lot of these teams. How, again, Sir Cloud, how do you play around Rozok, especially since the river is there and the risk of going over to the other side?
It's really tough. I think to a certain extent, you just really need to kiss Smart Toy's hand. Just look at Bapak. Yeah, there you go. Just look at Bapak. But they made the good call to have vehicles at the same time, so that if they need to get across to the other side, they have a vehicle that can just whoosh by. if they need to make a run for it. Rather than no vehicles, we need to go on foot or we need to swim. That's absolutely a big no-no. You might as well wait on your other side until everyone starts getting busy with each other. Then that's fine. But if not, make sure you have those vehicles.
All vehicles or not, in the end of the day, it's just at the shoreline of Sanhok here, where they got themselves that last chicken dinner. It was a very big gambling for them to decide whether on the south or the north side of the land just now. That's the decision they have to make. It wasn't an easy one.
Yeah, it's definitely a roll of the dice there. Unfortunately, Bapak was able to sit on top. Dingoz also arguably had a really good position on their hand. However, they took a lot of fire from Bard as well as the members of Impunity down on the south side, ending up having 3 casualties. I think it was kind of like a roll of the dice of where Impunity wanted to take them, but Bapak at the very end, that bird's nest really helped them out. Really helped them out.
Absolutely. Dingoz. Actually, we didn't see Dingoz throughout the entire game. The moment when the circle was towards the end, I was looking at their kill score. They only had 2 kills.
They've been very quiet this time. They're not as aggressive as they were like in the first 2 or 3 days of the league. And they happen to fall from the kill feed a lot, I say. Not many kill that they got themselves. Usually they just play with the position points.
Well, I mean, they to be fair, arguably they did come from the north side where not a lot of teams were to begin with. And then when the circle was like, hey, I'm gonna be a little bit annoying and split a river in the middle of it, I think, you know, Dingoz were like, honestly, this is not a bad circle, I'm just saying.
And one more thing I noticed about these players, they always prefer the south side than the north one. So the north one usually don't have that much contest going on for the kills.
Yeah, and of course Dingoz, I think they're quite smart to stay away as well, so that they can come from the left side. Either they stay at the north or go turn to the south where everyone is not on that side.
Okay, that's going to be enough for us for now, but remember, stay tuned for more PMPL action because we're going to have official games coming out real soon.
It is no secret that Team Secret right here is one of the biggest teams in the region. Are you guys not? Yes, that's the answer I was looking for. Team Secret, you know, there is no team more divine than DivinityEsports! Yeah! Come on, give me the dance, yeah! Everybody, we're here with Tone Wow Esports! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the recently formed, the powerful Bigetron Malaysia! Bigetron win! Exactly, Bigetron win! This is the motto, this is the slogan because we are going to be playing a game and exactly that will happen. I want BTR to win. Can we do that? Yes! Okay, so the game that we're going to play is very simple. It's called Can You Draw? Can you do it? Yeah! Alright, bring it in. Come on. Esports! Team Secret! Are you ready? Ready! You guys, hey, no looking. All right, guys, try guessing. Faster, bro. You got. What is that? That is so bad. Come on, you can do better. More detail. 30 seconds. Oh my God. Try something like that. Yes. Next. Come on.
This is Shot's favorite.
Okay, no explanation. Pew. All right, what was the item again? Okay, good. Add more details. That looks.
Yeah, something like this.
Oh my God. What is it?
No, it's okay. You have to. Sniper.
Yes. This is fast. Okay, faster. Dude, this is so easy, man.
No.
Yes. Next one. Fast. No. Yes. Next one. All right. What is this one? Okay, this one's easy, man. Easy.
Wait, how?
Okay.
Every time you go in.
Okay. Yes. Next one. This is an easy one. Try to guess. Anything.
First aid.
What?
Really?
There's a minus and a plus.
That's the battery.
Yes.
Stickman.
Some kind of man.
Revive. What?
Some kind of man.
Pirate, Robin.
Yes. Pirate. Nice. All right. This next one. What is it? All right. Oh wow. This.
What is it?
Don't explain it.
Star Wars.
No, not.
Lightsaber.
Yes. Come on, faster. More guesses. Try harder. Jump. What are you gonna do? Skip. Next one. This one's. I would say it's. Go.
Pistol. Legan.
Yes. Correct. Pass. Cepat. Come on.
Pikachu. Bunny.
Try.
Cat. Dog. Rabbit. No. Kangaroo.
Yes. Next one. Simple. Make it as simple as you can. All right. Guess. Why enemy? Okay.
Sweat.
Yes. Next one.
Bat. Gili suit.
Oh my god.
Avocado. Alphabet. Number 1.
Yes.
Sausage.
What?
Caterpillar. Bodybuilder. Muscle. Hair.
Yes. Nice. Cut.
Skin. I said skin.
Is it it's counted. Yes. Let's go. Just come over here. Let's see how many points you got. 50 points. Not bad. Come on, hear yourself. Yeah, not bad. How many points did they get? 2, so that means you got 20 points. It's all right, you have 60 points, but I still have more good news for you guys. Because you guys have 10 points, we do this with every other team as well. We'll be giving you guys a bonus round where you can get more points. You guys want that? More points? Yeah? Should we go to the bonus round? Let's do it. Let's go. And now it's time to head over to the very necessary bonus round for my bros right here, because apparently you guys cannot draw. So I'll give you guys another option to use the pan to hit as many balls as you can into this basket right here. You have 30 seconds and every ball counts as 10 points if it lands inside a basket. Can you guys do it? Yes. Let's go, boy. Wait, no, continue. Hey, okay, continue. Hey! All right, 1. Oh, 2 balls at the same time. Can you even do that? Oh my God, 2 balls. 3. Close. What are you doing? Come on, you can use the pan better than that. Oh, almost in. Come on, what is this? That was close. That was a close one. Come on. Help him out. Come on, more. Come on, more. Give me more. No, not even 1. You only have, dude. Switch. Oh, okay, not bad. 1. Come on, you can do better than that. 2, not bad. You want to try your luck? Throw more balls. Better tosses. Come on. If you don't land, why are you throwing it here? You want to switch? You can switch if you want. Why? Don't hit view. Close. Come on, you have less than 10 seconds. Give me 1. Faster. Come on, nice. Stop. BTR, you managed to get 10, 20, 30, 40 points. Yay! Let's count how many. Hey. Let's count how many you guys have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, and 3, and that gives us 30 points. Let's count the total points. That's fine. So you guys have 0 points from Panball, unfortunately. It's all right, 50 points. I gotta still give it to you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Team Secret, one more time. Thank you guys for coming. DivinityEsport. You guys managed to get 60 points from Can You Draw and 90 points from Panball. That gives you a total of 150 points! All right, Tone Vow Esports. You guys managed to get 10 points from Can You Draw and 30 points from Panball. I'm kind of proud of you guys because you guys stepped up and you did better in the bonus round. Bigetron Malaysia, 20 points from Can You Draw and 40 points from Panball, giving you guys a total of 60 points thanks to the chest of this guy right here with the ball. Are you guys happy with the result? No. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? We're gonna end this right here. Guys, Bye-bye. We'll see you guys later. I have to calm these guys down. Stop.
And it's time for the PUBG Mobile Pro League Malaysia and Singapore 2020 as we bring you the action live from IO Esports Kuala Lumpur. Here's a huge thank you and shout out to our host Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed, and Quantum Studios. We're watching this all live on Facebook Gaming, our official live streaming partner for the PMPL 2020 MYSG. Now it's time for some points as the official point rank, well, I wouldn't even say ranked game, but official game of the day is about to begin. How you guys feeling and what should we be seeing coming into the first official game?
Miramar.
Miramar.
There you go. Big map.
Big map, lots of land, no water. Oh.
Oh, and then the thing is, who will actually predict the circle, right? Because it's all the first game, the first momentum that pushed everybody throughout the whole day today.
Yeah, it is a bit of a stretch. It is a little bit of a stretch, and most people haven't gotten it right unless you've been Latoy once in a while. Let me just say how
it's just
accurate.
next to you. So
Yeah, he gets it.
careful.
He gets it on the point. But I do want to talk about Chick here because he was very close to pulling out a clutch in that previous Scrim game overall. Is he like the linchpin of this team?
Oh yeah, he definitely is. So we're seeing their team playing a little bit more aggressive today. I like to see that a little bit more as we move towards the rest of the day. So Che is definitely going to be really important. But then again, what's also really important is of course our colleagues on the other side as well.
Yeah, they are just sitting right across on the stage. You can't see them just yet because of the camera angle, but don't worry. Che, this guy casting for so long. Lovely dude. Let me just say, personal experience.
Very polite, very gentleman guy. I really like his attitude. Top song.
Top points. Let's actually have a look, a little bit of insight for what Jae-an has to say. Roll the clip.
Nama sebenar saya ialah Muhammad Iwan Idham bin Dullah Namir dan
sangat panjang, tapi kawan-kawan kerja saya, kawan-kawan kelab kereta saya, kawan-kawan motor saya panggil saya just Cik Am saja. Dan saya bawa nama Cik Am tu ke saya punya bidang yang baru ni, dalam bidang e-sport, so lebih mudah dikenali lah. So saya bertugas sebagai pegawai ladang. Saya mengusahakan majikan yang mengusahakan kelapa sawit dan getah di Malaysia. Dan bermula dalam e-sport ni, sebelum ni saya memang tak pernah join dengan mana-mana e-sport. Dan yang paling menariknya, saya adalah antara insan yang banyak umur. So umur saya sekarang ni 42 tahun. Dan e-sport, saya bermula e-sport daripada tahun 2018. Bermula daripada 2018 tu, sebelum daripada 2018 tu, saya melalui jalan yang sukar lah. Maksud saya terjerumus ke dalam game-game yang tidak berapa baik. Maknanya tak baik tu maksudnya menjerat diri tu ke arah yang bagi orang Islam memang sangat berdosa. Dan pada masa yang sama banyak duit habis berkenaan dengan game tersebut lah. So saya jumpa PUBG Mobile pada season yang kedua, saya download. Selepas saya download tu, saya main, saya pening. So saya buang balik. So saya dah tengok kawan-kawan saya dah macam makin banyak pula main. Ada orang main. So saya download sekali lagi. So saya main start daripada season 2. Dan akaun saya season 4 kena hack. Dan seterusnya saya download sekali lagi. Sampailah bulan 7 2019. Saya sekarang ni, maknanya daripada bermulanya Julai 2019, saya bermula sebagai seorang pengulas. Itu pun setelah ditawarkan daripada rakan Scrim ataupun rakan PUBG yang saya takkan lupa jasanya daripada mula sampai sekarang. Nama dia Cikgu Adi yang membawa saya sampailah saat ini. Saya bermula daripada 2017, maafkan saya, bermula daripada bulan 7 2019 sehinggalah saat ini saya menjadi pengulas. Saya mungkin ada peminat tersendiri, mungkin, tapi alhamdulillah segala permohonan yang bila saya nak gunakan saya punya suara ni, bila saya mohon, alhamdulillah dapat. Jadinya saya terus mengulas dan sampailah saat ini. Saya antara insan yang umur dia banyak, nombor umur tu banyak. Umur saya sebenarnya 42 tahun. So saya lahir 22 Januari 1978. Dan kalau ikutkan angka ini adalah, kalau ikutkan angka ini bukannya untuk bermain game dah, tapi adalah untuk macam sama-sama dengan family. Tetapi dengan jumpanya PUBG Mobile, saya dapat belajar macam mana nak sabar, macam mana nak macam-macam bila bermain game. Kalau saya tahulah benda ni dengan umur saya yang 42 tahun ni, kalau saya tahulah umur ni, saya daripada awal lagi saya main game. Tapi kita jumpa PUBG Mobile pun daripada 2018. Kan? Jadi alhamdulillah dengan adanya PUBG Mobile dan saya sebagai pengulas sekarang ni, sedikit sebanyak saya dapat mengubah kehidupan family saya. Dan sebelum ni saya maklumkan saya ada sedikit permasalahan yang melibatkan kewangan. Jadi bila saya dapat job sebagai, ataupun saya dapat tugasan sebagai pengulas, sedikit sebanyak saya boleh membantu keluarga saya. Dan untuk pengetahuan anda semua yang berada di luar sana, saya ada 6 orang anak. Dan sebelum ni mungkin ada orang yang tak berapa nak faham kedudukan saya, yang orang tengok saya happy, tapi hakikatnya saya yang rasa. Dan saya memang mengharapkan ada dapat sokong saya, dan bersama dengan PUBG Mobile Pro League, anda semua akan terus bersama-sama dengan saya, dan saya akan menjadi pengulas anda, dan saya akan bersama-sama dengan rakan caster saya sendiri, insyaAllah. bersama-sama dengan saya selama 18 hari PUBG Mobile Pro League yang akan datang ni. Tunjukkan kehebatan anda, tunjukkan kemahiran anda, tunjukkan kecekapan anda untuk anda terus menjadi Be The One. Terima kasih kepada anda yang melihat siaran secara langsung di Facebook Live dan pastinya anda akan bakal mengetahui siapakah yang bakal membawa pulang 150,000 USD. Bukan nilai yang sedikit, tetapi inilah dia hasil jika anda bermain PUBG dengan baik.
Oh my god, this guy Chick is honestly, I'm trying not to cry myself. He really made me tear up a little bit. This guy is living the Malaysian dream. 6 kids, has a family, works hard, absolutely nice guy, becomes a caster and is now benefiting so many people's lives. God bless this man.
How PUBG changed a person's life entirely, and I'm glad we are working that one right, and I can see that he's way better. His life is way better than he was back then.
Absolutely. And if anyone were to know anything about terrains, trees, grass, it would be this guy.
I'm telling you, he is like the all-in-one Malaysian dream in itself. He's got a family, he's working hard, he worked in agriculture, knows about rubber trees. I don't know what else he can't do at this point. What can't this man do? He's so nice. So nice. It's making me so annoyed.
And he's a ladies' man too. He's very charming. I have to say it out loud. But like you said, age is not the number where you can stop everything. Even though he is one of the most senior amongst us, but he still have a lot of patience for esports and also gaming.
Oh, he's gonna make me cry, man. I swear, if I see that again, I can feel the waterworks already working here today. But you know, does bring some important points because a lot of these teams are playing for a lot of money here. And while he's gonna be casting on the BM site, you can check him out. Check him out at his own social media page and give that guy some love.
Yep, give that guy some love, definitely. And of course, these teams as well, they need your love. They're giving each other's love. Fist bumps going out. So that only means one thing. That means the next round is going to start anytime soon. And of course, the next round will be in Miramar. So lots of love definitely they will need here because lots of grounds to cover. Hopefully, they get the vehicles that they need because vehicles are so important in this map. And yeah, all the best to all the teams, definitely.
Yeah, quite too. And we don't have Geek fan, by the way, so hopefully they can perform well for A and B. And one more thing, we don't have Last Survivor as well. Last Survivor is one of the teams that always have surprises for us.
Yeah, and you can definitely see their progress over the couple of weeks of not doing too well to, yo, we're on fire here. We were able to take 2 chicken dinners in the 3 chicken dinners in the previous week alone. So, people in Group C, kind of scary, not gonna lie.
They had 3 chicken dinners in a day, 4 in total in last week, within just 2 or 3 days.
Gosh, these
That's
guys.
why I said that team is really one of the things that you cannot look down on to. They can just surprise you so many times that you thought that they have been quiet at first, and apparently they are not. They have something out their sleeves, and they're just making sure everybody stay quiet now. And but back to the teams that we have today, Resurgence, where are they standing themselves now? I don't think it's really in a very good spot.
In the overall standings, they are just one placement to get to the top 16, so they definitely need to do a lot more. They have not been shining at all the whole of last week. Yes, they did really well in the qualifiers, that's why all eyes were on them, talking about their star players like Voki and so on. So this is redemption week for them.
Yeah, and not to mention they were one of the hype teams coming into PMPL because they were considered to have the most firepower from all the rest. But, you know, people are starting to take the spotlight. People want to have that title for themselves. Yoodo Gang, Jumper, as well as Yuhai from Team Secret, all being great micro sound players. They don't miss their shots. They do not miss their shots. But let's get locked and loaded as we load into Miramar. Let's check out the flight path.
Hopefully it will be just land, even though there's like only 10 to 9% of water ratio, but sometimes the circle is being mean. But back to the featured players here. Yuhai, Sinbi, Ayabro, and Samzi. Look at that total kill. 64 for this very cute, innocent looking Yuhai, 16 years old, but the total damage, 12,000.
12,000.
Oh,
12,000!
Half! It's more than half than Sin B.
Oh boy, I mean this kid knows what he is doing, but you know, Sin B as well, Iron Pro, they're making sure that they are catching up real slow and steady. We're just gonna have to see whether they're gonna win the race at the very end there. But again, thank you to our observers for making this all work. We're getting pretty close because Zai is so close. 10 more games until the 100 games observed mark.
Yep. 10 more games, definitely going to make it. Let's see, calculatively by tomorrow he'll be able to do this. So, yep, get ready to pop the drinks for him.
Yeah, I think most of them will hit the 3 digits very soon. But look at that flight path. Puerto Paraiso up to Aeropozo. Quite a balance cut through all along the map for this flight path for once. Hopefully it will stay like this for the whole day. Los Leones will be occupied by some of the teams. The question is who? Traitor still favoring around Impala. FV on the other hand, still going to go into Puerto Paraiso. We do know Impunity going over Valdemar, hovering over Dingoz. Will fight against Divinity around Chumastera, but we're looking at straight into the game, bombarding people. That is no other than Team Bapak just now. They are fighting against Net. That's quite early head on.
Yeah, and I wouldn't expect them to get chunked out so quickly, but it looks like they are willing to, you know, force them to use resources early on and maybe win out the war of attrition later. But let's see how many casualties they do take, because that is such a significant toll in such a large map. It's just one less person to get a vehicle to build up cover.
Yeah, no casualties so far. We're still having 64 players intact, so that's more of like just a warning grenade to say that, hey, this is our territory, respect it, we're going to draw that invisible line so don't come towards our side. But and looks like Bapak, Trix here, Trix Nitty, he does have this compound all to himself, and Trix is definitely going to be one of those really, really important players.
Whoa.
And just check this out.
Whoa.
Pan kill,
Whoa.
punch kill, only 1 point difference.
What did I miss on Sunday? Excuse me? What happened? Where did these 5 pan kills come from? What just happened?
But wait for it. Divinity are kind of a predicament. Straight away, Dingoz shooting the map, and they have nothing much to work on except for hiding behind a tree. Trixie will be finished very soon. There's no he has anything on him. Looking at this side, he's not even returning fires here. Maisel is just having a day. Look at that, charging right in, not even contested. Trix on the other hand.
Come on, you can do it. Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
there
Punch,
you go.
punch,
Oh, they
punch.
take it out like a man. Maisel challenging him after knocking like almost 10 HP left. That's so manly to do that. Yeah, Maisel.
That
So
was the
much fairness.
That was the mad lad. He made sure he chunked him down real quick before, but that's gonna be another punch kill on the stat board.
Oh, this is surprising. They are actually dropping very slow for Divinity.
Yeah, actually they are splitting up. Juggernaut and the other one now looks like they split 2 on 2. It's a little bit different strategy they deploy here, but ooh, looks like Impunity is just nearby, but no, they just passed by there.
Wait,
Oh, this is the thing that you don't want to drop way too late than the rest of the team. Why did you drop by the compound already occupied and looted out by somebody else?
I guess it's, you know, a little greedy coming in from Divinity, so they do get a little punished, I will admit that. However, looking at the circle right now, it doesn't mean that they can't get themselves out of this situation. They have to play for position, maybe get a couple of kills along the way, but we're just going to have to wait and see, as now Divinity is surrounded, Juggernaut is surrounded by both Dingoz on the eastern side and Impunity on the western side.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that north side axis. It's actually rotating. They're quite fanned out here, Cloud.
Yeah, absolutely. So looks like the couple of teams that are on the outside, H2O will need to face off with WoW Esports if they choose to go straight in. But for the side of Axis, I think they are in a good position here. They can get into the circle without any issues. Same goes for Miss Rose Esports as well. They do have a valley that they can go through in the middle, somewhere just beside Crater Field, so that will be fine so far. Until they get inside, then they may have Axis to deal with.
The thing that I notice about these teams these days, right, after the third day of into the league, they're kind of not going through the main road. And look at our tie, 6k. We've seen more than this, but the total kills is quite impressive. 31 kills at that, 8 headshot, 4 chicken dinners. Right now we are looking at yesterday's standings. I mean, like on Sunday standings, where the top 5 team, most of them having themselves minimum 2 chicken dinners, and usually it's 4 for the standardized one. So you have to have that if you want to be the first page or the top 5 of team. But back to the game just now, I noticed the teams always go throughout the route, which is the terrain is more into hills, so they don't want to get themselves caught up in an open spot or open field there. They always abuse these hills these days.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And shucks, it feels like I missed out so much from Sunday. I was just gone one day, guys. Man, what are you guys talking about? What happened when suddenly Ned has so many chicken dinners? Last time I remember, they only had 2 in the bag. Now they've got 4. The world is changing so quickly.
Everybody wants the MVP, right?
Oh yeah, that's the big motivation there. You want to get on stage with the spotlights and all, and everyone goes like, woohoo, woohoo,
and you want the cash. You want the cash. You know it's not just a little amount of that for the last week. For the final day of every week, everybody just duking it out and give everything they got.
Gosh, looks like everybody wants to become the new kings with their names lit up in shining light. Now, Traitor on the other side of the map looking to gatekeep. Doesn't seem like anybody is within their vicinity, but they will still hold their position for now. I think they've got an understanding of the general spread, but just in case anybody is in the flank, I think this is a safe play, waiting for the circle, especially during phase 1, to make sure that their 6 is okay.
Yeah, definitely it's a good play to wait for the circle, because you don't want to overcommit, especially these areas. They have a lot of those mountains and those hills. If you go too far up, you may get trapped in the middle of everyone else, and it's going to be difficult to get down. So you don't want to overcommit to that. You may just want to stay at the edge to be sure that, okay, where the final few circles may be, and that's where we will go, rather than overcommit and then, oh, it's just going to be tough. We have seen that with a couple of teams, especially like Team Secret and a couple of teams that have been caught right in the middle of the hill. So yeah,
but yeah, there's a lot of crates and pits in the out in the open too. So even though they have hills, sometimes the crates and pits are quite handy terrain to play with as well. As long as you know how to pick and when to pick, that's the biggest thing. When. Timing is always the issue here, but back around Nuevo. Onto Nuevo, while Esport happened to cross by another team NoRecoil territory here. Hopefully they won't be challenged up by team NoRecoil. Apparently they are very quiet about it too. Usually they will open up the pre-fires and making sure that they are spotting out the teams that actually cross by and making sure that they notice their existence is there. But apparently they're very quiet this time. Why?
It looks like they want to hold off for now, just in case other teams decide to push that position. Again, this is phase 1, so it is a little bit of a struggle to make the call to take the fights early on, especially since you might have to move position later on into the game once phase 2 and 3 starts rolling out.
Yep, and looks like the pre-fires went off for Team NoRecoil, but that's just to pin down their opponents. I believe it was Stonewall Esports on the other side earlier, and now they will move on to another location. They are just moving slowly, but just also making sure that, okay, they're still within the circle. They definitely want to use the terrains to their advantage. And looks like in the same compound, we do have Bapak together with another team there, FV.
I didn't notice. I think it was Scrim just now who was lurking in the shadows on top of the mountain. And the moment he spotted on Bapak, he's like, oh no, stay quiet, back into the tank. Just behind the tank there, but Olaf. Well, Traitor, they haven't been in a very good run last week at all. So look at that, only 6 kills, 1 headshot, still no chicken dinner for this team yet. Total damage is not up to par, really low at this stage.
I mean, despite them not having a winner chicken dinner, they got really close during the first week, especially days 1 and 2, and they were like last team to actually go for it. But let's look at the top side here, as Axis makes their way down. They want to rotate quickly into the circle, maybe look to get into the town However, I am noticing that MRE is slowly rotating up, taking regular roads. They will collide into each other, and that might be a situation that Axis aren't expecting to deal with.
Well, hopefully they are actually dodging each other on a little different route here, but I don't think they can actually avoid that at all. This will be a disastrous moment. We can see the castles are waiting for bombardments happening anytime. So World War III coming in, maybe.
Yep, I'm just signaling at my own desk, like, no, don't do it. But we may see that bombardment happen at any point of time. Team NoRecoil, looks like they did send Insomnus on the other side of the hill, so they have different viewing angles, and they are still hanging on to this position. Definitely, they are still within the circle, but look at this. Oma is all from that long shot. Oma will be sent back to the lobby. He was all alone there, taking those shots. I wasn't so sure what he's doing.
I guess he was the scout for the team, so he has information that they do have flank angles that as MRE take high ground. I'm surprised because MRE, they wanted this fight. They knew exactly where they were. However, they missed their preemptive strike and are forced to play for high ground. Phase 2 is rolling in, so the blue will be coming soon, and you can see that Axis understand this as well. They need to get on out of it because they know this is a bit of a waste of time if they lose out in positioning for this upcoming Phase 2 circle.
Reposition himself is actually a very smart move based on what Axis did just now, trying to go in and rushing out on their own vehicles. They managed to clip a lot of Rose Esports. I think they are the ones to be out to be totally back in the lobby, one whole team being wiped, and there you go, Appy making sure the explosion of the vehicle just now will be the end of Rose Esports. Placing themselves at 16th spot now, they are really having a bad day.
Oh man, it's just the second circle, and Axis is actually playing this very, very aggressively. This is very different from the type of Axis that we have saw last week. So we'll see if this carries on towards the final circle as well. And now Traitor looks like they just passed by onto Axis. Appy has their eyes on them, but no engagement is going to happen. But just look at this. Axis, they're just going to they need to get into the circle quickly because it's closing in on them.
They need to just reset and replenish themselves for that last fight just now. It's not that much of a casualty yet for their side, but Team Secret on the other hand managed to get themselves the vision on another team. Tara, if I'm not mistaken, taking one down for a knock. Where are the rest of the team? We are hovering around Bigetron, who is just making sure they are marking the territories, and this mountain is entirely theirs. I think it's around Semon or just Bikaudi. There you go, around Power Grid and Tipicado, down to Team Secret, clipping with that really long shots by Yuhai. You're trying to explode that van.
Yep, and you know, this is the usual Team Secret line of play. Tara, on the unfortunately, is going to be on the other side of that barrel. They've already got the initial knockdown here onto Lynx here. I'm not sure whether or not they can get the pickup. Even though there is smoke, it is a little risky, but Yuhai trying to take out the tires of their vehicle so they don't have any rotations to take. But looks like the next circle is going to be, you know, clipping a little bit of Tunasera here, but Sned Esports right smack in the middle. Looks like they are going to hold on to their high ground for now.
Yep, they already have eyes on Yuhai. Yuhai take a little bit of damage there. He will need to reset himself quickly as well while planning their next move, because they need to get into the circle quickly. Now the entrance into the circle is a little bit open for Team Secret. They may bump into BTR, but again BTR is moving towards the middle directly where they will bump into Net, and Bapak is just behind. Looks like they're going to meet each other really quickly.
Oh no, Traitor, even though they got themselves that many vents to barricade temporarily, but I don't think it's going to be great. Look at that. Knock straight away. Kuda is not making this one easy for them and making sure they won't let them off. Look at that, straight into the vehicle, rushing in because he knows he knocked one down. And the rest of Traitor is quite not really in the area as well. He's trying to make a rotation, reposition himself into the flanks here. Axis is approaching every fight very different based on the last week kind of gameplay.
Yeah, and you know, previously they would take fights a little foolhardy where they kind of go for a big rush in and hope that, you know, because of the numbers it's going to work out for them, but it really is about line of sight and positioning when you start going for these rushes, because if you all go through the same corridor, you're more so likely going to get hit by the spray. Looking over to BTR, they're taking some great shots at Bapak here, who's really caught out of position since they're, again, vehicles is going to be a definite plus point. However, they can't really do too much with the amount of pressure coming from Hydra. Even though there is smoke, he is just...
Oh my goodness! What did we just see?
Hydra just got domed in the head. My God!
One tap by 6 with that car. Oh my goodness me! That was like what? How many distance is that? 400, 5? I think it's 400 plus ish. But that was a long one shot only needed.
Oh, that was
straight in the head.
That was nasty. I didn't even see the bullet here.
Look at that. It clips straight out for his helmet. It's almost just being stretched out up to the point that it will be no use for the next couple of fights.
Yeah, it's crazy. That distance, that precision Oh my god, what have these guys been training? How have these guys been training? They are just amazing here. They're amazing us every single day. And now we do see BTR. Looks like they have eyes on another opponent, which is FV on the other side. They may be caught in a little bit of a sandwich situation here because Bapak is still around. Team NoRecoil, they need to get into circle quickly. But looks like here, Traitor, there you go.
Yes!
He was ready for that. Gideon was ready for that.
Just happy to do it.
I'm just happy to be a part of things now. I missed out a lot of pan kills on Sunday, so now I'm just overcompensating for it at this point.
Well, Stewart with his very fancy moves there, like he always a funky guy himself. But Chumacera is really one of the hardest down when it comes to Miramar. This kind of circle just have to end it out around Chumacera. And Dingoz managed to have been hogging this since phase 1. We know they drop in Chumacera, and it's a really good place for them this time. The circle really favors them, but for the other hand, the rest of the team are trying to advance and migrate into it, especially Team NoRecoil quite out in the blue.
Not to mention Impunity coming in from the northwestern side of the map. They should have, you know, a pretty clear path to get in. However, contesting the structures is going to be a little bit difficult. We can see Team Secret already convoying on a part with the rest of the northern teams. Tone Wow also on the main road. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a firefight in vehicles.
Oh, Biu now leading the charge, but then again, Tone Wow Esports looks like they don't want to engage. They want to get out of there because there are still 15 teams. You don't want to drop, but Yuhai on the other side looks like he's in trouble there. Captain Biu to the rescue. Biu looks like he's taking a couple of shots now. Biu will pop out the smoke. Will try to save Yuhai from danger. Biu himself been knocked out by Senmei from afar, and now Matai from another angle. He does see Ned there for another angle, but then again, will he be able to engage Samzy from a long shot? Tries to pop up those shots, but it does not connect enough.
Samzy is so hard to be getting that, you know, they cannot relocate themselves so fast for Team Secret because they have so many structures to work with for Net. But Luxy on the other hand, bombarded by eye shots from afar there. That was a nice call on his side. Yuhai on the other hand tried to advance here, but look at that pixel shot. Nasty coming out from Archer with a mini 14 going for Panga. What was he thinking coming out all of a sudden out of nowhere? Just in the middle of a war fight. Yes, Aisha's going in for more pop-up. The smoke here trying to advance. He knows he can just take covers on the smoke. Not much working unless there's a small heart in between. That's the only structure he has now.
I can just imagine iShots looking at that. It's like, all right, I need to take this guy out, and what's going on? Okay, this is happening right now. Potential free kill. Doesn't exactly get the initial knockdown, but hey, it definitely spooked him a little. He had to drop the smokes.
What was Bengal thinking coming out of nowhere? But looking at that Matsoi trying to grab out from the flanks here. Altai managed to take him down and said, return fire, punish straight away, not giving a free kill at all. Altai still going for more. Resurgence on the other hand, taking out Divinity.
And looks like Team Secret, they're not in a good position. Yuhai managed to reset himself, but Matoy needs some help here. So it looks like cover fire by Yuhai onto FB. Alpha now in trouble, but they can still manage to survive that. Yuhai is now being clipped, and Yuhai will be knocked. iShot is close by. iShot tries to give that cover onto his teammates, but then again, the grenades will go out onto FB. We just wait, see NBA All-Star. iShot will throw it on. Will it hit enough? Looks like we don't see enough yet, but he needs to go for Yuhai.
So many nades being thrown out by iShots there. I think he finished off all the nades he has on him, but Bigetron tried to flush this one out. He's going against FV. Managed to get one down. One team out for FV. That's a big call by Naim, taking all whatever he has, following his guts, going for more for Team Secret now right across the map. But he needs to replenish himself first.
Really nicely done from Bigetron, taking advantage of the situation. They are a little low, so they will heal themselves up. Ned, on the other hand, still gatekeeping that northern side very, very well. Has already affected 3 teams because of their position. Can they take advantage of the situation? Maybe even look to pull out if they have to, because it feels like they're kind of stuck between everyone. Dingoz on the southern side. Again, Team Secret struggling to find their position. I think had Matoy not gone down, Yuhai and iShots might have stand a much better chance. Bigetron in the flank waiting for the right opportunity to strike.
Yeah, it's not good. Below you have Bigetron, on top you have Net. You are just stuck in between, and the circle will go from iShots! meant to take that one, but looks like, oh, that counter on the Aisha's UI now fending all
Oh
over.
my
Looks like
goodness
Team
me.
Secret will be sent back to the lobby.
They are really being cornered badly for Team Secret. On the left is Bigetron and right side is Nat, who just happened to hop onto that car, get one down, bait himself out for a tie, but the rest is history for Secret. It's so hard to pull that one off for UI, but Bigetron on the other side, they tried to advance here into the safe zone, going to the circle. They saw the airdrop just now right in front of them, and right now Zali tried to scope everything in his line of sight, but again he managed to land one. But Bapak on the other hand is witnessing every single thing going right across them, happily getting all the taps here.
Yep, now that they control the high ground, they have full vision of everybody. But Resurgence on the other side of the map, coming in from the south, might have an opportunity to take them out. Ned is going to fall over as Dingoz slowly push up, taking another member of Impunity out with them. That should be a team wipe for the side of Impunity, but they're still going strong, trying to trade one for one. Gouda Jelly goes down, Jaeger goes down, Volky coming in, trying to deal with WoW and take him out as well.
Nukes is knocked down as well. Everybody trying to go in, but it's just been gatekeeping by Bapak all this, or making it hard for everybody else and making sure they're being denied entirely to get into the circle. And the blue is closing very, very soon. GG trying to give us the pressure here, but I think he needs to segregate from the rest of the team. If